Hi and welcome back to my channel. I am CP and this is CP's Notebook, where I let you in on my process on my current works in progress. Today I am coming to you guys with another writer's diary. I just wanted to, tell you guys a little bit of my qualms about where I'm at in my journey and hopefully give you guys some insight or just relatability and community. I have gotten to a point with my most recent series, which is the project that I'm taking the most priority with right now. I've gotten to the point with the series where I sort of hit a standstill, right? And it's not so much that I'm not wanting to write it, that I'm bored with it, but the chapter that I'm writing, I'm just not something's not connecting. And I was trying to write it in a certain way where I get a couple different perspectives and learn a bit about one of the other main characters in the same chapter. And because it's taken me a while to get their backstory together, it is proving to be a bit of a task to write them in this chapter. And I've been giving it a break, and I was trying to do other things. I even had my sister sort of beta read it in a sense and give me a bit of feedback on what is flowing and what's not. She gave me feedback, but I just feel like even writing in the parameters of the feedback is not connecting. And it's not that her feedback isn't good, because I feel like it is pretty good and it helped me a little to wrap my mind around what exactly I wanted to give to the chapter, but it's still not connecting, right? And it's still me for a loop, because I really wanted to update a chapter onto Wattpad, and it's been 2+ weeks. If you frequent Wattpad, you know that if you start to get a little inconsistent with your updating schedule, them readers dropping like flies. And especially because I restarted my Wattpad not too many years ago, I have been starting from scratch. So new name, new page, new readers, new writer friends and stuff like that. So it's I'm trying not to be a disappointing writer, but at the same time, I don't want to base all of my scheduling and my deadlines, if you will, on the satisfaction of other people, because for the most part I write for myself. And though it is great to have the feedback and to have people be like, oh, I love this chapter, or even just the back and forth in the comments, it's I'm not doing it for that. So I don't want that to be my driving force as far as how I go about writing, but it is in the back of my mind. I do have other projects that I've been working on, which I am going to make a video about today, so you'll see that probably before this one. Even with the passion project, sometimes things don't connect, and I don't know, I feel like maybe I've been pushing too hard to try and be super consistent with my process. Maybe that has changed the way that I look at it. I don't know. I recognize that it is important to get out of the house and experience things and just live a little, and so that can pour into my creative endeavors. But I've really been on a bit of a roll as far as waking up and writing. Eat right, sleep right, and it's maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I have to find more balance. I think I do have to find more balance with this, because it's showing in my process, in my motivation. It has even showed in the way that I deal with my inspirations. For the most part, I get inspiration from music and Pinterest, and even when I'm just shopping or out doing any other thing, I think it allows my mind to be cleared so that I can be inspired by things other than just my own brain, if you know what I mean. It's a journey still finding the balance of living and allowing myself to have joy outside of writing so that I can bring my joy to writing. I've truly been trying to stay the course as far as not allowing my doubts of this process and how slow things have been feeling for me to stop me from dreaming for something to come out of writing for me. I think because I started off writing as just a hobby, as it was just something that I absolutely loved and I just couldn't stop doing, but I never saw much of a like career future in it. It's taking me to unlearn those thoughts and to unlearn that I can't have a creative career and have joy and have comfortability and have stability. There's ways to create those things with creative endeavors and creative careers that aren't all cookie cutter in one way, you know what I mean? And I think unlearning the thoughts that make me believe otherwise is really what's going to help bring that balance as well, and bring that inspiration back, bring that motivation back. So I'm looking forward to continuing to unlearn and putting some good energy into this writing, putting some good energy into my process, and allowing it to work out the way that I want it to, because that's how things happen, is if you let it. Well, that's all that I have for today. I thank you for listening to my little rant. I just wanted to come here and just talk a little bit about where I've been, because I think it's important to be transparent with you guys about where I am mentally and spiritually, as well as give you guys the fun parts of the process and the parts where I'm absolutely inspired, absolutely motivated, absolutely in a flow. I think it's beautiful to give you guys a couple different perspectives of this journey that I'm on. So thank you again, and I hope you just keep writing. Bye bye.